Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Lone Wolf 902. And today, I may feel a little hard to recognize because I am in my bug jacket, and these little black flies out here are crazy, absolutely crazy lately. So I've got 2 mosquito coils burning just off camera, propped up on some logs, and yeah, I'm gonna be in my bug jacket until either the wind comes in or the cold air comes in tonight and these bugs bug off, because it is very, very difficult to even be out in the woods right now with these bugs. So I've gone ahead and dosed up on bug spray. It's not really doing a whole lot. And got the mosquito coils going. It's doing a little bit actually, but not a lot. So tonight we are going to be staying in the hot tent behind me. And right off the bat, I know everyone is probably like, what stove is that? Did you get a new stove? Yes, I got a new stove. It's right there in the back. I don't know if you guys can see it. So this is the new titanium tent stove coming from Pomoly that I was kind of hinting around in a previous video, saying, you know, keep an eye on Pomoly. They've got some good products coming out. So that's what I've got in there. The thing burns awesome. I've already used it at home. Really, really great. I do have a product preview video on it already on my channel, and I'm going to be coming out with a full review after I stay the night tonight and get a really good feel for it and kind of test it out. So speaking of tonight, tonight's temperatures is kind of wild. Lately our temp's been up and down and all over the place. But tonight it is forecasted 2 degrees Celsius. So right now it's probably about 10 degrees Celsius, and we're going down to +2. So that's not cold enough for a stove, but it's also not 10 degrees, right? So I'd rather use a stove 2 degrees rather than in 10 or 15 degrees, because that would just be way too hot. And tonight's just going to be kind of a fun little time testing out the stove, having it burn in there and use it for cooking and whatnot. So that's what we got going on in the hot tent right on a lake. I got a beautiful view, not a single cloud in the sky. It's looking like it's going to be an excellent, excellent sunset tonight. I've been wrong before, but I'm guessing we're going to have a good sunset right there. So I'm going to get my kettle, go get some water, and I'd like to cook up a lunch and possibly a coffee, and get situated in camp a little bit. All right, my noodles are cooked. Gonna go ahead and get the seasoning packets in it. And just kind of kicking back, watching the sun kind of fade. It's probably pushing about 3 o'clock in the afternoon right now. So I'm gonna go ahead, have my lunch, late lunch, and I got some fishing kit with me today. So I'm gonna make my way down to the water eventually, and I'm gonna try my luck at some fishing again. And who knows, we might get something, we might not. But right now I'm starving, so I gotta eat. I'm gonna get this in me, and then I'm gonna finish my coffee, grab the fishing kit, and head on down to the water. All right, so I'm just rigging up my fishing rod right now, and I know there's bass and perch in this lake. I've caught them before. So I'm gonna start off with the classic white grub, curly tail. Start with that, see what happens. Usually I have pretty good luck with these, and I'm not too worried about losing them. They're not real expensive. So we're gonna go ahead, toss one of these in the water off the bank and see if we have any luck with some bass. All right, over here in the shade, I got this little kind of sort of cove thing going on. Gotta try this spot first and see if there's anything in here. Okay, guys. So I'm back from fishing, and well, there's no fish. Nothing. I have probably the worst luck when it comes to catching fish. Some days, okay, some days, nothing. And haven't caught a single fish yet this season. So still waiting for it, but no fish today. Still had fun trying though. And I've come back to camp. I've batoned up some of this firewood over here next to the fire pit because I have a steak tonight and I want to cook that over a flame. And I got all the firewood chopped up and ready to go for the wood stove already inside of the tent. I think that's all I'm going to need. It's not going to be cold. Like I said, 2-3 degrees Celsius. A little bit of frost, nothing serious. But yeah, I want to talk about my new grill. This was a gift to me from Pomoly. Now, they've gone ahead and personalized it. They've put my name on it, Lone Wolf 902, right next to the Pomoly logo. And this is all titanium, by the way. Every single piece here is titanium. It weighs next to nothing. It is absolutely awesome. Great product. So, gonna go ahead and set it up. One side piece, the other piece is identical to this. And this thing's great. I love this grill. Super lightweight, really good thing to have backpacking with you. Very, very cool. Like I said, all titanium, super light. So I want to go ahead and assemble my little bushcraft grill. And I'm going to get ready to cook my steak because it's been in the truck all day. Now I did get it fresh from the store and I put it underneath of all my clothes in the back of the truck to kind of keep it cool, I guess, to insulate the cold and keep the cold in there. I'm not worried it's spoiled. I've had steak in the truck longer than that and it's been okay, but I do want to get it cooked up before the sun goes down because I am going to try for some more fish during sunset. So get this cooked and get these bugs out of my face. Get this cooked up and then I can relax for the rest of the evening and snack on a few non-cookable foods. I brought a little bag of chips and a couple other food items. I am out here for 2 nights. I'm not going to do part 1 and part 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this video and then I'm going to end the video and I'm going to start another video tomorrow. So it'll be a back-to-back filming session. It'll be different shelters because tomorrow night, instead of it going down to 2 or 3 degrees, it's actually going down to about 10 degrees. So it's going to be rather warm tomorrow night. Tonight, it's going to be a little chilly. So I figure, you know what? Let's get the stove out there. Let's use it and let's have some fun with it. So that's the plan. I'm going to cook up my steak and then I'm going to go back out and try for a couple more fish. I did bring a float, so I may toss the float out there on the line and maybe see if they come in and take a little bit of power bait. If that's cheating, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna cook this and these flies are getting a little insane. I think I've discovered that I'm allergic to the black flies because every tiny little bite I get, my face swells up like crazy. So I might look a little strange right now, other than the jacket. My face is swelling like crazy. So, and they're biting me right now as I'm talking to you. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this ready next to the fire. Get it completely assembled, nice and tight. There we have it. Beautiful, beautiful titanium grill. Lone Wolf 902 edition. All right, so that's the plan. Get my grill over there, get a little fire lay type system set up. And relax a little bit, cook a steak, and then the sunset, the sun's going down over there, so we should have a good sunset out that way. But yeah, I'm hungry. I want to get that in me, get some good food, sip on my beer, and it's relax time. All right, guys, just landed my first fish. Got a little yellow perch. Go ahead and pop the hook out of there. So, not too big of a fish. Nice little yellow perch. Gonna let him go. I got him on some power bait and some power bait worms, just with a float, just kind of about 12 inches below the surface. And he came up, hammered it pretty quick. So, I'm gonna get him back in the water. All right, so we took my little gob of power bait dough that I had on the end, and I'm using some trout bait dough, yellow and pink, pretty standard stuff. And then I got two of these little pink power bait worms on there, and I find that the combo works really well for small fish, small bass, small perch. I find they usually hammer it this time of the evening. Like I said earlier, I'm terrible at fishing. Not that I'm terrible at fishing, it's just I have horrible luck. Now, I do enjoy fly fishing a lot, and I actually fly fish a lot of streams, dry flies. And I have a lot of luck doing that. I just don't have a lot of luck in lakes for some reason. But if you guys know why, drop it down in the comments section, because I would love to hear some of your thoughts and opinions, and maybe a couple little hints. But sun is going down. Got this rigged up again, so I'm going to toss this back out there and see if we can get another little guy. And soon it's going to be heading up to the tent and cracking into another beer, maybe get the wood stove going, and wait for that sun to set. So all I'm doing with my float is I'm just tossing it about 30 feet off the bank. And on that last retrieve, when I got it probably within 15 feet of the bank, I saw the bobber go down. And sure enough, that perch was on there. So they seem to be kind of cruising on this bank. I've been seeing a lot of them come up down that way and down that way. So hopefully, if we keep kind of repeating that pattern, we might get another one. Okay, so I'm back from fishing now, and well, actually, it's been a little while since the last time I really checked in. I had my steak. My steak was awesome, super good, nice barbecue crisp on it, really good seasoning, awesome. I've been wanting a steak over the fire for a very long time. That was awesome, really good. After I had my supper, I went ahead and cleaned up all my dishes, got everything put away, and then I headed off down the side of the lake and tried my luck at fishing. Didn't have any luck on that side, but then I came over here and that's where I got that little perch, the yellow perch. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Just enough to kind of hold one fish and kind of let it go was good for me. I'm not a huge sport fisher. I'm not really into you know, chasing fish. I'm more into chasing adventures. That's kind of what I like to do. So it's looking pretty good out there right now. The sun is just about, I'm looking at it right now, it's just about down. We're starting to get a little bit of pink out on the trees. And I've got my lantern going. I do have 2 mosquito coils burning, so you might see a little kind of wisp of smoke. So that's what's going on with these guys. Pop him up here maybe. So the bugs are starting to kind of taper off. It is getting cool out. Got the old sweater on. It's looking like it's going to be a nice cold night. So the wood stove will get used. And yeah, I just kind of kick around inside and do my usual thing. Watch a TV show or a movie I got saved on my phone. And just relax. And hopefully I'll get some loons out on the lake and I'll be able to listen to those. Call back and forth to one another. The usual spot that I go to and I get to hear the loons is 3 or 4 lakes over. 4 lakes over from here, so it's about a half-hour, 40-minute drive. But they do come to this lake. They kind of hop lakes and basically land wherever. So, yeah, pretty quiet, pretty chill evening. There were a couple people that drove by, out fishing and stuff. No one bothered me. No one stopped in. Just kind of drove down the road and whatnot. But yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a pretty quiet night out here. Pretty awesome. So I think what I'm going to do right now is I kind of want to go sit down on the water and watch that color develop a little bit. So I'm going to grab my chair and I'm going to put these mosquito coils out and head on down to the water and enjoy that for a little bit. Good morning, everybody. So last night was an extremely awesome night, super quiet, not a sound other than a couple of birds out on the lake and the crackling of the wood stove inside the tent. Now it is really windy out right now, so I hope the microphone's not getting pounded with wind too badly, but I've already started cleaning up. I've had my breakfast. I've been sitting here for probably about an hour now, and I made a second coffee. Just been chilling out, staring out at the water. Like I said, it's really windy out right now, so kind of choppy out there on the waves and whatnot. I got a kettle behind me on my canister stove, boiling some water so I could brush my teeth and do a few more cleaning tasks around camp. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get packed up here and get the rest of my gear put away. My sleeping gear's in there. I got to get the wood stove pulled out, let that cool down, which cools down very quickly, and then get all packed up. And like I was saying yesterday, this is a 2-night trip, so tonight is night number 2. So I've got to get all this stuff packed away, and I got to look at my map and figure out where I'm going for the second night, because I haven't even picked a location. As usual, I just hit the trail, get in the truck, drive, or get my pack on my back and walk, and basically find a location that looked good for the night. So with the wind, it's going to be a little difficult now because that kind of crosses off a few places for recording purposes. But anyways, I'm going to get packed up and I'm going to get my stuff in the truck, and I'll come back and update you guys as to what's going on. Alright guys, everything in camp is all packed up. I got all my gear back inside of the truck, and I'm basically ready to start night number 2. I got to get in the truck and I got to look at the map and figure out where I'm going, because I have no idea. I haven't planned it. I'm just going to basically get in the truck, put it in gear, start making some tracks, get to the next location. Once I find somewhere that looks great, that's what we're going to call home. I'm going to set up for the night. So thank you guys for tuning in to this video, and if you guys are interested to see how night number 2 goes, be sure to be on the lookout for that video, because it'll be the next overnighter after this one. So thank you guys. These bugs are getting crazy. I'm gonna get in the truck, get on my GPS, and track down another location. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.